Okay, so I want to start off by saying there is a rise for the divine feminine. There's a rise for the divine feminine because the rise of the divine feminine has been suppressed physically, mentally, spiritually, period. And we're not talking about just the human, excuse me, not that just the human personification of divine feminine. The feminine in the principles of intuition, healing, spirituality, Mother Earth, birth, rebirth, because only a woman can birth, only a woman, only the divine feminine, only the creation, Mother Earth creates the creation, not artificial, man-made. That aspect is true. When we speak of darkness, we speak of the divine feminine in its true form. Chaos, the moon, the darkness of the moon, the chaos, the water. That is the feminine aspect. And at times fire. At times fire can be very feminine. Oh, indeed it can be feminine. That's so Spirit speaking through. They said, make sure you tell them fire. All 4 elements could be feminine. It's all on perception. There is not to be a division in terms of masculine and feminine in that way, but to acknowledge the presence and respect the presence of that which is feminine. Not to abuse the power of creation as you like, as you wish, but to understand the strength and the truth that comes from creation, which comes from the divine feminine. The power that comes from that which is unknown, the void of existence, to truly not exist, to circum the difference of what is tangible and not tangible, the strength within you, the warrior spirit. That is true feminine. That was a channel, y'all. That is your channel. That was spirit. One and the same. I am one and the same of spirit. I sit within you. I sit with you. I sit in the throne as the divine feminine. I am goddess and proud of it. I stand in my glory as goddess. I come forth to you as goddess to let you understand your truths as gods as well, and to uphold yourselves as gods and respect who you are as God. That is actually the divine feminine. Only the divine feminine allows you to know you are God. Doesn't the aspect of the masculine suppress that? It is an energy that goes hand in hand, masculine and feminine. It is to be understood. It is to be one. It is not separate. You cannot separate man from woman in any shape or form. It doesn't even make sense. That principle in itself is an illusion. It's an illusion to think that you can separate divine feminine from masculine and vice versa. Divine feminine is the whole of creation. Divine feminine is the masculine. Divine feminine is all that is, the all that is. If you're not speaking about divine feminine, then you're not talking about anything at all, boys. Do you understand this? You cannot talk about spirituality and not acknowledge the divine feminine. Then you're not talking about anything. You're not even talking about creation. Creation does not exist without the womb. Period, point blank, period. Period. In no form of magic can you just deify the masculine. That deity will want the feminine aspect, because he's not complete with that feminine, without that feminine aspect. The nature of spirit is feminine. androgynous, essentially. But God is one. God is divine feminine and masculine as one. And we need to heal as one. There is no separation. That is not the feminine principle. There is no separation in the feminine principle. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't uphold. It cannot. It does not. Is not the foundation or the basis of the principle of power, of magic. You must recognize this at this time. You must understand the truth that divine feminine is power. Divine feminine is God. Whether you see this as your truth or not, it is what it is. You cannot ascend. The very principle of ascension is feminine. So it is a rise in the divine feminine. Whether you embrace that or not, masculine cannot rise without feminine. You must redeem her. Take her. You cannot have her You must know you are not complete without that aspect. Feminine. You must know you too are not complete without the masculine aspect. You're not whole without that masculine aspect. Divinely, you are created as one. Divinely, you are one. Point blank, period. Do you understand this? Do you acknowledge this? Know this now. That was totally a channel, guys. That was me channeling because I did not know how to explain this. And they came in to explain it to me. By channeling, I understand now that feminine aspect of creation is darkness. The mother, the king, the queen. It's hard to explain because it's not gender-based in the sense of how humans would like to personify this darkness or the feminine nature. The feminine nature does not have a gender. Because it's not physical. It's simply energy. It's simply creation. And in order to explain it for the human mind to understand it, it has to be explained in that manner. Hi, how are you? Colorado Tink. How are you, girl? Yes, that's why the feminine nature is healing. The feminine nature is healing, nurturing. Good. I just had a channel about, I guess, the feminine and masculine nature. That was very powerful. They explained it. They explained it better than I would. They started telling me that I did explain it. Those were from my mouth. Those were my words. Yes. Let me see if they if I can channel something about how they would explain darkness. They're saying, believe it or not, the feminine nature of darkness is true. It upholds many truths. There's many facets of the nature of the divine feminine. There's much more to be explored. There's much more to understand. No one should be threatened by that. No one should be threatened by creation. No one should be threatened by Mother or Mother Earth. There's much more to be explained. And ask me, do you have time right now to explain? Of course, I will leave this up. All right, guys, I'm going to channel. I'm going to go into a channel and breathe and see what happens. Okay, guys? It's channel. Hopefully you can hear me, okay? All right. Let me light the candle. I was told let me light the candle. Don't forget the candle. Because at the end of the day, the candle helps a lot. This candle right here. Okay. Let me channel. Let me see what I get. There is much wisdom to be shared at this time. There's much to be understood by the people. There's much shared information, misguided information. There's much information to be shared. Where do we start? Where do we begin to explain and explore and touch bases with truths that humanity has missed? Where do we begin? Many secrets must be shared. Unbearable secrets, but they're the truth. You must stand tall in your truths. Never be afraid of your truths. Accept them. Stare at them in the face. Acknowledge them. Acknowledge them more now than ever at this time. They're telling me we can't be rushed because I'm trying to tell them get to what the truth is, because people are not going to understand this video later. They said they can't be rushed. The truth can't be rushed. They want me to sit back and relax. Understand who you are at this time. That is the truth. Understand that you guys are rulers. Understand that humanity rules. All of humanity rules. All of humanity must stand in their power. Do you understand? Do you understand at this time? You must stand in your truths. You must understand that you are gods. Yes. Yes. To most, it's unthinkable, unbearable. Unthinkable to be gods. But it's the truth. It is the truth that you are gods. Do you understand? You're gods in the highest. Humanity, we need to stand tall and acknowledge all facets of our existence. All facets of our existence at this time. Understand who you are more than ever at this time. You need to stand tall in your glory as human beings. Rise as human beings. Stand tall as human beings. Accept your truths as human beings. Know that you are God now. Accept it. Accept this truth. Accept that you are gods. You are manifestors. Do you understand? You are manifestors. You create as you wish. You create as you choose. You need not permission to create. Why are you not creating? Why are you not creating what you deserve and what you want? There is no leadership or rulership. You are your own leaders. You are your own rulers. You are gods, humanity. Do you understand? Gods in the physical form you are. Know your truths, humanity. At this time, stand tall in your divinity as gods. Know yourselves now. Stand tall in that divinity, in that truth. That is the truth we speak of. That is the truth we speak of. Do you understand, humanity? We ask if you understand because it seems like you don't. Because you're not doing anything to change your circumstances. Do you understand, humanity? Rise to the occasion, humanity. Stand tall. Stand victorious. You are not victim of circumstances. No one is. No one is. No one is a victim of their circumstances. You are simply victims of your thoughts. You are simply victims of what you wish. You are not manifesting correctly. You are not thinking and pursuing what you truly want correctly. Know that you are gods and sitting on your thrones as gods. No one should come before you. No one. Your missions are powerful. Your missions are bright. Bright is the day it is. Bright is the day, humanity, as we rise in this ascension as gods. Do you understand? We are gods in the highest. Do you see this? Do you not understand this? Do not be afraid to approach that deification. Deify thyself. Deify thyself. Know that you are gods. You are the deity's return. You are the deity's return. Do you understand this? We do not understand how else to explain this to you. You must deify thyself. Worship you should not. You should not worship. But you must stand your ground, stand firm, and know who you are at this time. Stand your grounds as human beings and know you are gods. That is simply put. That is what it is. Nothing more, nothing less. Do you understand, human beings? Do you understand? We hope so. Thank you. Okay, guys. Hope that didn't creep you out. That was the galactics for sure. That's when I channel the stars. I call into the stars. They speak through me. And I'm a very, very, very powerful channel. They want to remind me, God, I am in the physical form. Do you understand that? We are gods in the physical form. And that is all that needs to be known. That is truly what needs to be understood. That we are manifestors, humanity. We manifest. We manifest. We're not manifesting. We're allowing others to manifest for us. That's crazy. They're showing me everything we've allowed them to manifest. And you should know who them are, speaking of. One thing Spirit always reminds me is that this plane, this reality, this density is an illusion. It doesn't exist. It only exists from within you. That's why meditation is a great practice, because from meditation, when you tap in, you can project the reality you want to manifest. You can project what you truly want for yourselves without fear. Without fear. Walk into your power. We are powerful. Humanity, our ancestors used to be able to manifest whirlpools, move trees. Do you understand that? And that is the time we're in now. We're in the time of magic. And I'm stepping into my power more and more in my channeling, more and more in my readings, more and more in my sessions. I'm here to wake up humanity to the God that they are. I'm a spiritual therapist, a spiritual hypnotherapist. I put you in the theta brainwave and I allow your higher selves to speak. That's what I do. I also do Reiki and readings. But the most powerful practice is putting you, placing you in the theta brainwave. I had a reading where that person's higher self, when I was channeling, they didn't realize that there's a such thing where you can put, the soul was like, oh, I want to show that reading so bad. I asked her, can I please show that reading? Because I record my readings and then I give them back to you so you can see it. The soul was like, I can't believe I forgot there's such a thing. We can do that. We can speak to the soul. The soul wants to speak to you. The soul wants to speak to the physical form. The soul wants to tell you what you're not doing right. And since most people don't meditate, or most people can't meditate, or don't have the time to meditate, I place you in that meditative state through hypnosis. Put you in the theta brainwave. Theta brainwave is the meditative mind. Theta brainwave is the sleeping. You know, you have the gamma, the beta, the alpha, the theta, and the delta. So delta would be what we would call in my profession the somnambulistic. That's when the ego is completely out of the picture. Like you are totally talking in third person. Your soul is completely you're channeling basically, and you're just there. And whatever questions you've ever had for your soul, like, why are you born? Why did you choose the parents you chose? Why are you having certain migraines? What's going on spiritually with your body? You can talk about any aspect, any facet of your life, whether it be, I think, even financially. Yeah. I've had sessions where people had questions about their debt. But it's not simple answers. It's not just, oh, fix this, is that, that. It goes deep. It goes deep. I record it, I play it back to you, you see it, and within the 48 hours time, I always recommend that you watch it so that you can get all the insight that you need and all the healing that comes, because everything is vibration and energy. So whatever the recording catches is what you're going to get back. The healing part. Yes, I mean, does anyone have any questions? I don't even know who's on here. Who's on here, guys? Let's see who's on here. Any of you guys have any questions? If you want to get on? Any of you brave souls want to get on? Any questions? Or is this spooky? Is this spooky? Most people are scared. My mom is so scared of this stuff. But in the deeper soul level, in the deeper soul level, she is not It's okay that you decline, because I will leave this up, and if you don't want your face to show, or if you're nervous, or if this is spooky, I wouldn't do it. That's fine. That's fine. Um, yeah, I have to get up here. I don't want to get up here, but I gotta do it. That's fine. That's fine. I appreciate you listening to me. Do you guys have any questions? Do you have any questions about anything that I just said? I said a lot. I said a lot. Um, I said a lot. And a lot of it was channeled. Anyhow, you could always DM me with questions about anything I've said. I'll be back tomorrow, probably the same time. What time is it? 5. So yeah, about 5 o'clock. About 5 o'clock. Look at these ducks. You guys want to see this? Let me see if I could turn it around. You see these ducks? They're right here in my backyard. My son leaves this thing here for them to eat. It's so cute. They just like, they run my backyard. They just come whenever they want. They eat for free here. What you doing, ducky ducky? Hey, ducky ducky. And then he brings his friend. Yeah, you know there's the spot where you get free food. Oh my God, they're coming all. Never mind me. Never mind me. That is too cute, guys. Oh God. Yeah, everybody eats here for free, guys. Even the animals. Anyway, guys. Much love to you all. Hope I didn't spook you out. I'm extremely spiritual. I'm just into meditation, and I get downloads, and I'm a clear channel, and I can hear spirit. And so I've dedicated my life to this, because I that's just that's who I am. I'm a spiritual woman. And if you guys would like a reading, DM me, let me know. They're for free. Yes, the readings are free. I know some people are like, why are you giving free readings? Because I can afford to right now anyway. But my sessions are not free. The regressions where I put you in the theta brainwave, those are not free. Those are not free. You're welcome, sister. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate. Yeah, the regressions are not for free, because that takes a lot of preparing. We both me and the client has to prepare. You have to drink water. You got to stay away from meat for 2 days, at least minimum 2 days prior. No recreational, at least 4 days prior, because we're trying to get you at a state of you just being light. And at the end of the day, no matter how you cut it, meat is dense, and it makes you dense. Hey, Chris! Do you want to go live? Do you want to go live, Chris? Do you want to go live? It's okay if you don't, but I totally would like to go live. It's totally fine if you don't. I respect it. Not everyone is kind of shy. It's fine. Or, you just don't that's just not your thing. But thanks for showing up. So are you down, Chris? Or no? Okay, 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 okay. Not at this time. That's fine. That's fine. I think Chris is fine. Thanks for showing up. I'm about to get off anyhow because I was just channeling. I was just sitting here channeling, informing everybody. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. I just came on live because I have to get used to just coming on live. I have to get used to talking to people and and sharing my gifts and doing my spiritual journey because I do not want to reincarnate here, at least not in the third dimension. That's for sure. Trying to ascend. That's what I was talking about. Ascension. That is the biggest thing. Ascension. What is ascension? Ascension is humanity shining their light on planet Earth, meaning meditation, eating healthy, healing the wounds, trauma, being in love with yourself. Because a lot of hate to others comes from self-hate. Because, when you're happy, you don't have time to hate somebody. I don't want to. What do you mean you don't want to? I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm not sure. I'm not clear what you mean. But, the ducks are here for free. And my son, check my son out feeding he's feeding the ducks, guys. Let me show you guys. He's feeding them. Oh, yeah, most definitely. He's hiding. He's feeding the ducks. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, that's why they come here. You know how they tell you do not feed the animals? Do not feed them. Well, I mean, you can, I guess. It's up to you. Yes. It's about healing, guys. It's all about healing. It's about healing. And guess what? That is the feminine principle. The feminine principle, the divine feminine principle is healing. Is healing. So is the masculine. I would say the masculine principle is more action, doing. It's very complementary to the feminine, masculine and feminine in that nature. Anyway, that was pretty good. So I really do have to go. But I love sitting here talking to you guys. I will catch you tomorrow, maybe around the same time, maybe a little earlier. We'll see. All right, guys. Much blessings to all. I hope everybody's working on self-care, healing, and there's much more to come. If you have any questions, DM me. See you later. Or you can visit the website. I always forget to tell. Go to the website, www.angelichealing.life. Angelichealing.life. Excuse me. Angelichealing.life. Check it out. Check it out and see if you're interested. All right, guys. Thank you. Much love.